Okay, now,
Okay. Where were we?
It was one of the busiest times of our lives.
yes,
Yeah, that's right. And when I took my orals one day, and I think the next day we left for Montana. Pretty well wrung out, tired, and so on. We got as far as Wisconsin, where my Aunt Thelma lived. And we stopped there overnight. And her comment was, they had the station wagon packed so high, she said there wasn't room to stick a Kleenex in the back. Exaggerated a little bit, but it was full. So we stayed there overnight and then went on back east, heading west. And I think we stopped in Youngstown, Ohio. No, that would have been sooner, when we had that terrific electric storm. Do you remember that, Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Lightning, probably the worst thunder and lightning storm I've ever seen. Lightning was striking around, and some of the power lines and so on were sparking also. And it's kind of hard to sleep through something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you were back in Glendive and then...
Well, on our way back, we had to, of course, go across country there through North Dakota. We got as far as west of Dickinson, which is 100 miles from Glendive. Dickinson, North Dakota, and it had a flat tire. And the spare tire was under everything in the back. It wasn't one that you could reach from the outside or anything. But I had to unload everything out of the back of that on the shoulder of the highway and get my spare tire out, and before we could, and then load it back up again, of course, and then drive on the rest of the way to Glendive. So close, only 100 miles from home. I mean, that, yeah.
And then you were in Glendive for a few years, and what made you decide to move to Goldendale?
Well, we had 4 years in Glendive, and I could see that, as far as any advancement or job change would be just absolutely parallel to another county, which probably wouldn't be as nice as the one there in Glendive. So I guess we were down at, well, first things first, I took a trip then out to California, to Berkeley, interviewed for an extension job there. There was one available in Sacramento County, which is a huge urban county. And went up to Oregon. They had a position open at Hood River, which would have been okay. And then Goldendale was another position. And a fellow I knew, this Red Hedegaard that I had rented his house from, was just leaving to go overseas to Korea. And so I went up there and looked that place over and decided, I think this would be where I'd really like to go. But went on back to Bozeman. We had a state conference there, and they had a big blackboard, 8-foot blackboard out there with their message board. And somebody said, Wilson, there's a message out there, and the message written in chalk all the way across there. such and such called from Sacramento, or such and so called from Idaho, Oregon, Washington.
All your job.
Cat was out of the bag then.
And it was at a conference, right?
Yeah, I was at an extension conference there in Bozeman. Of course, I'd already had 4.5 years in at Glendive. Let's see, went back for, we had a total of 10 years at Glendive, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. So then it's a matter of interviewing those counties, and decided that Goldendale, where we wanted to go, small community, 3,000 people, very rural, just exactly what I liked about it. Mostly hay and livestock, some small grain, and we decided on that, and that's where we moved. That's where, see, kids kind of grew up there.
Yeah,
didn't
that
they?
was where, I know that Fred and Ralph consider that being more where they're from than Glendive, because I was older. I was 9 when we moved to Goldendale. So, how about a little bit about the church in Goldendale, because there was no Lutheran church, right? Didn't you guys start a Lutheran church there?
Yes, we were among those who did start. We went to the Methodist church there to start with, and there were several families that wanted to, I say several, 3 or 4 families wanted to start a Lutheran church there, or at least meetings. So we, at the Masonic Temple, where we held our, we'd just go over and set up chairs, several of us fellows, and we had a preacher come by. He was placed there by the Synod to try to start a Lutheran congregation there. And I guess Bill was the first pastor there. But we'd go over and set it up and have it. There might be, as many as 15 or 20 of us, total number of people, that were attending that. And that went on for, quite a while, because one of the fellows that was involved there was also a builder, contractor, and decided we were going to build the Synod sent in a preacher there, and to build a church just out on the south edge of Goldendale. And he's interesting. We're allowed to build one with so many square feet. I mean, it's limited in size.
Just a second. Are we gonna go?
Thinking that
Yeah.
so could we?
Yeah. And so what we'll go ahead and do is take another break.
No,
Okay.
No?
the
The
battery is gone.
the battery's gone. Okay.
I'm thinking,
Yeah,
You
another
wore out
day.
the battery.
Another day.
yeah, I'm thinking,
Fine, okay.
Yeah.
thinking.
What are
Okay,
what are you thinking?
the story is it's finished soon or not?
Well, what we can do is we can just talk briefly about the towns you lived in, and maybe
Not
like
detail.
not detail, just
Yes.
like
Yeah.
just condense it down to maybe whatever you want to talk about. That you lived in Walla Walla briefly, that you came here, what your life's been like here, talk a little bit about your family here, everybody lives here, whatever you want,
Yeah.
in
Small.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes or less?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the places.
Yeah,
The
and you can
person-
join in too, Mom. It's a couples thing, so you can join in too.
Probably the details of the town and all that, I'm not,
No, just go ahead and just briefly about it, or you can both do it, and then, just do it general. Or whatever you want. You don't even have to live and talk about the towns. Talk about now, whatever you want to do for the life of the battery. 10 minutes.
Small.
Do you think you need
Tiny.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
tiny, well, you could. You're going,
Or you could both, Mom, you
Or-
guys can both talk. You guys can chatter back and forth like you're having a conversation if you want to.
Or I'm thinking you're tired. It's good too.
Yeah, we could
Simple.
stop. We could stop right now and then finish with a little bit. Let the battery recharge and finish a little bit later on, or whatever you want to do.
well, it's up to Howard, he's the talker.
Well, Mom, this part's supposed to be a couples one, so this isn't his only. It's supposed to be your couples thing.
Well, I don't think, whoever I'm thinking of our little kids, when they grow up, will care much about the details
Yeah,
of the city we were in,
Yeah.
or all these details.
yeah,
Just family things is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
yeah.
That's what I would think. So
Well,
we could wind it up pretty
yeah,
fast.
wind it up and don't go the details, and both of you chatter back and forth and just talk about the details that you think then will be interesting to your great grandkids, or great great grandkids. Okay,
Okay.
does that sound good?
Right.
Okay.
Where do we leave off?
Well, it doesn't matter. Start up wherever you want to.
Yeah, and we can, in fact, we can kind of write it up, not write it word for word, but kind of little
Outline.
Outline. Well, why don't you if you have an outline in mind, Mom, why don't you start the outline, let Dad fill in, and you guys can do it that way, and maybe that will increase your comfort level. However you want to do it's fine. You guys do it.
I feel like I almost talked enough.
Okay.
But, and maybe too much. But
I think you and Dad figure it out. We're good with whatever.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, go ahead.
And when would that be?
Start right now. Start
Right
talking.
now.
And then we can edit and redo it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. This is not
Okay,
perfect.
where
It's
are
not
you?
perfect. It's fun.
Where are we now? Where did we leave off? In Goldendale with church. We won't go into the details of how we got any more details on the church. I say.
Yeah.
So, okay, and then we moved to Walla Walla.
Goldendale to Walla Walla.
Uh-huh. Are we being live?
Yes.
And by that time, all of our kids were out of high school. Marilyn and Ralph were in college. Fred had his senior year in school left, and one of the families there said, that Fred can live with us and finish his senior year. And I said, no way is my kid going to live somewhere else for a year and finish. So he went. Howard said, well, Fred, come with me up there and we'll see what you think about. And if you're not comfortable moving, we just won't move. We'll stay here. So Fred went with his dad, and the fellow at the extension office that was leaving had called the school, talked to a counselor, if she would talk to Fred, and she got the cheerleaders and the tennis coach and a bunch of those to talk. They were ready to talk to Fred. Well, he was ready to go. Well, yeah, he said, if I was going to move it, that wouldn't be bad. that would be a pretty good place to move. So we took that as a yes. And he came with us, got 2 jobs right away. That's Fred, you know. Didn't ever really, I kind of hated that he never really felt a part of his class when he graduated. I think he did not really.
He just sat in the
He
audience.
sat in the audience, but he got his. Yeah, he didn't, and that's I regret that, but I don't think he really mind. He would say, "Could I, Mom and Dad, could I go back to, but if they would have a holiday, go back and visit the school at Goldendale?" We'd let him take it, so he'd go back, or he'd say, "Can I go up to the college and visit my brother and sister?" Yeah. So he thought he had it pretty good, I think. So he told Marilyn, "Don't tell Mom and Dad." But I really kind of, what was it? Is it liked, "Don't tell Mom and Dad how much I liked it," or something.
The Walla Walla.
And Walla Walla. Yeah, I want them to suffer a little bit.
Yes, he really did like it.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He
So-
liked it.
Then, when our children were all gone, and we both retired, I had been working for an attorney's office there for a long time, and Howard retired. We were just happy at the place we were living, but Ralph really wanted us to come to Vancouver. And Marilyn and John, by that time, had moved to Portland. Well, we found ourselves on the road all the time, from Walla Walla, and it was a long drive for baseball game, not baseball, basketball, and all kinds of fur. And we said, this really is kind of crazy. We're on the road all the time. We probably should think about going where all the kids and family are. So we sold our house, came here, bought a house, and, take it from there.
Happily ever after.
And lived happily ever after.
That's great.
It's been so great to
Yeah.
have the entire family living
Yeah.
here. The last count, I think I came up with 41 of us living here.